Hello there, my friend. Welcome to the HZ English Pod. I'm Liam, and I'm so glad you're here with us today.
And I'm Sophie. It's wonderful to have you listening. You know, Liam, it's such a beautiful day today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, Sophie. Thank you for asking. I had a lovely morning, took my time with breakfast, enjoyed my coffee. But before we talk about that, let's tell our listeners what we have in store for them today.
Yes, absolutely. Today, we're going to talk about something very simple but so important. We're learning how to describe your day in English, whether you're talking with a friend over coffee, writing in your journal, or chatting with a coworker. This is something you'll use every single day.
That's right. And you know what? Many English learners already know the basic words. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to work. But today, we want to help you sound more natural, more confident, more like yourself when you speak English.
Exactly. We want you to express not just what you did, but how you felt, the emotions, the little moments, all the things that make your day special and unique.
So take a deep breath, relax, and let's learn together. If you're enjoying our podcast, we'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the HC English Pod. It helps us continue creating these episodes for you.
And please share your stories with us in the comments. Tell us about your day. We truly love reading your messages and hearing from you.
So, Sophie, let's start from the very beginning. The morning. That quiet moment when your alarm goes off. What happens in your morning?
Well, to be honest, I'm not the best at waking up. I usually hit the snooze button. Sometimes once, sometimes twice. I know it's not the best habit, but eventually I drag myself out of bed, usually around 7:15 or so.
Drag myself out of bed. That's such a wonderful phrase, isn't it? You can really feel it when you don't quite want to leave that warm, comfortable bed. It means you're struggling just a little bit to wake up.
Yes, exactly. It's that feeling of, oh, just 5 more minutes, please. What about you, Liam? Are you one of those people who jumps out of bed full of energy?
Not exactly. But I do have a routine that helps me. My alarm goes off at 6:30, and I've learned that if I open the curtains right away, let that natural light come in, it really helps me feel more awake, more present, you know?
That's lovely. Natural light is so important. So after you get up, what do you do next?
First things first, I freshen up. You know, wash my face with cool water, brush my teeth, just the simple things that help me feel human again. And then I head straight to the kitchen.
Freshen up. That's a beautiful phrase for our listeners. It means to clean yourself, to make yourself feel fresh and ready for the day. And I bet the kitchen means coffee for you, doesn't it?
You know me too well. Yes, I'm completely useless until I've had my morning coffee. It's like my little ritual. And notice I said head straight to the kitchen. Head to somewhere. It's just a natural way to say go to. It sounds more conversational.
That's a good point. And what about breakfast? Do you take time for that?
I do. I try to eat something substantial. Usually scrambled eggs, some whole wheat toast. Something that keeps me going until lunchtime. Keeps me going, meaning it gives me enough energy to last through the morning.
That sounds nourishing. I'm a bit different. I'm more of a grab and go person in the mornings. I usually whip up a quick smoothie, just some banana, spinach, maybe some protein powder, and I take it with me on my commute.
Whip up. Another one of those lovely phrases. It means to make something quickly, easily, without too much fuss. It's perfect for busy mornings, isn't it?
It really is. And speaking of the commute, should we talk about getting to work?
Yes, let's take our time with that.
The commute. You know, it can be one of the most peaceful parts of your day or one of the most stressful. It really depends, doesn't it?
It really does. For me, I drive to work, and some days, when the roads are clear, I just cruise along.
put on some gentle music, and I'm at the office in about 25 minutes. It's actually quite nice.
That sounds lovely. But other days?
Other days, I'm stuck in gridlock for nearly an hour. Gridlock, that's when the traffic is so heavy that nothing is moving. Cars are bumper to bumper, everyone's frustrated. On those days, I try to practice patience.
That takes real mindfulness. I take the metro, the subway. Most of the time, it's quite reliable. I hop on at my local station, and it's about a 30-minute ride to my office.
Hop on. Such a casual, friendly way to say get on a bus or train. So what do you do during those 30 minutes, Sophie?
Well, usually I listen to podcasts. English ones, of course. It's wonderful practice. Sometimes I catch up on the news, or I just zone out a little and watch the people around me.
Zone out. I say it slowly. That's when you stop paying close attention. You let your mind relax. You're not focused on anything in particular. It's actually quite healthy to just let your thoughts wander sometimes.
Exactly. It's my little mental break before the workday begins.
So we've arrived at work. Sophie, would you walk us through your workday? Take your time.
Of course. So I usually roll in around 9 a.m. Roll in. That's a nice, informal way to say arrive at work. It sounds relaxed, like there's no rush.
I like that. It has a gentle feeling to it.
Yes. So the first thing I do is check my emails, see what needs attention. Then I prioritize my tasks for the day. From about 9:30 until 11, I tackle my most important work, the things that need focus, creativity, my full attention.
Tackle. That means to deal with something, to take on a task, especially a difficult one. It's like you're saying, I'm ready for this challenge.
Exactly. And then by midday, I'm usually knee-deep in meetings, team check-ins, calls with clients, brainstorming sessions. You know how it is.
Knee deep. What a vivid way to describe it. It means you're very involved in something, almost overwhelmed, like you're standing in water up to your knees. And then around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, what happens?
Well, honestly, I hit a wall. That afternoon energy just drops. You know that feeling?
I do. Hit a wall when your energy suddenly disappears and it's hard to keep going. It's so common. What do you do when that happens?
I've learned to be kind to myself. I take a break. Maybe I grab a coffee, a small, healthy snack. Sometimes I just go for a short walk outside, get some fresh air. It helps me recharge.
Recharge. I say it slowly. To restore your energy, like charging a battery. That's such important self-care. For me, the workday is pretty structured. I have meetings in the morning, and then I try to carve out time in the afternoon for focused work.
Carve out time. That's a beautiful phrase. It means to make time for something, even when you're busy, to protect that time, keep it sacred.
Yes, exactly. And then around 4 or 5 p.m., I start wrapping things up, reviewing what I've accomplished, making a gentle to-do list for tomorrow. Wrapping things up, meaning finishing your work in a thoughtful way.
That's such a good habit, ending the day with intention.
So, the workday is done. This is when you get to return to yourself. Sophie, what does your evening look like?
Well, it depends on the day. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I go to the gym. I'm trying to stick to a consistent routine. Stick to means to continue doing something regularly, even when it feels challenging.
That takes discipline, but also self-love. Good for you.
Thank you. And after the gym, I head home and whip up some dinner. I really love cooking. There's something therapeutic about it. Chopping vegetables, stirring a pot, it's very calming.
What's your go-to meal? Your go-to, meaning your favorite, your most reliable option.
Usually stir-fried vegetables with rice or noodles, something simple, healthy, and delicious. What about you, Liam? After dinner, do you crash right away?
Crash. That means to go to bed or relax because you're exhausted. Sometimes, yes, but usually I try to wind down slowly. Wind down to relax gradually, letting the day gently fade away.
How do you wind down?
I keep it simple. Sometimes I read, sometimes I just kick back and watch something gentle on TV. Kick back, meaning to relax completely, to do nothing strenuous. And I always try to disconnect from screens at least 30 minutes before bed.
That's wise. The blue light from phones and laptops, it can really affect our sleep. Taking care of yourself is so important.
Now, let's talk about something important. When you describe your day, you don't want it to sound like a list, do you? I woke up, I ate, I went to work. That feels mechanical.
Exactly. You want it to flow naturally, like you're telling a story to a friend. So we use connecting words, little bridges between our thoughts.
To start your story, you might say, first thing in the morning, or as soon as I wake up. Take your time with these phrases. Let them settle.
And to show the order of things, you can use after that, then, once I finish, or following my morning routine. These words help your listener follow along, easily, comfortably.
When things happen at the same time, you might say, while I'm having breakfast, or during my commute. Feel how these words create rhythm?
And here's something really important. Don't forget to share how you feel. I felt energized. I was exhausted. It was frustrating. This made me happy. Your feelings make the story real.
Let me show you. Instead of saying, I woke up, I had coffee, I went to work, you could say, first thing in the morning, I dragged myself out of bed and headed straight to the kitchen for coffee. Once I felt more awake, I got ready and drove to work. Can you hear the difference?
It's like the difference between reading a list and listening to a story. Beautiful.
You know, Sophie, not every day is the same, is it? Some days they stay with you. Let me tell you about a day I had recently. Would that be okay?
Of course. I'd love to hear it.
So last week, I had one of those mornings. My alarm didn't go off, I overslept, and when I finally woke up, it was 8:15. I had a meeting at 9. I was supposed to be at a meeting at 9.
Oh my, what did you do?
I scrambled to get ready. Scrambled meaning I did everything in a hurried, disorganized way. Threw on some clothes, skipped breakfast completely, rushed out the door. And then, of course, there was terrible traffic. I was stuck in my car, stressing out, feeling very anxious.
Did you make it in time?
Just barely. I made it with 2 minutes to spare. But the rest of the day, it was a blur. Back-to-back meetings, barely any time for lunch, and by the evening, I was completely wiped out. Wiped out, totally exhausted.
That sounds like a challenging day.
It was, but you know what I did? I treated myself to take out for dinner, watched my favorite show, and I told myself, sometimes you just need to cut yourself some slack. Cut yourself some slack mean be less critical, be kinder to yourself.
That's beautiful advice. You know, I have a story too. A few months ago, I took a spontaneous day off work. Spontaneous meaning unplanned, in the moment.
Tell me about it.
I just needed a mental health day, a day to rest, to recharge emotionally. I slept in until 10, which felt like such luxury. Then I treated myself to brunch at this little cafe I'd been wanting to try.
That sounds wonderful.
It was. After brunch, I went for a long walk in the park, found a bench, read my book, just soaked up the sunshine. Soaked up meaning I enjoyed it fully, absorbed it. It was blissful, extremely happy and peaceful.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we need sometimes.
By the time I got home that evening, I felt completely recharged, ready to face the week with a full heart.
You know, Sophie, we've covered so much today. Should we take a moment and gently remind our friends what we've learned?
Yes, let's do that. So we started with the morning. We learned phrases like drag yourself out of bed, freshen up, whip up breakfast. Small moments, but they matter.
Then we talked about the journey to work. Hop on the bus, stuck in gridlock, zone out. All part of the rhythm of our days.
We moved through the work hours, tackle tasks, knee-deep in meetings, hit a wall, carve out time, and wrap things up, all with awareness, with kindness.
In the evening, we learned about returning to ourselves. Stick to a routine, wind down, kick back, crash, taking time to rest.
And we talked about connecting your words, using those gentle bridges and sharing your feelings, making your story real and human.
Now, we have a small invitation for you. If you'd like, we'd love for you to practice. Describe your day today or a special day you remember. Use at least 5 of the phrases we shared. Write it in the comments and we'll read it. We truly will.
And remember to include how you felt, not just what you did, but how it touched your heart. That's what makes language alive.
If you've enjoyed spending this time with us, we'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe to the HC English Cod. We're here every week, creating these moments together.
And if this helped you, please share it with someone you care about, someone who's learning English, someone who might need these gentle words.
Thank you truly for being here with us today. Keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, you're doing beautifully.
Until we meet again, this is Sophie.
And Liam, sending you warm wishes from the HC English Pod. Take care, friends. Goodbye.